When the mist starts to rise from the town river in the evening and the sweet smell of blooming pineapple weed fills the air, that's when I really start to feel the summer. For some reason, it often takes me a long time to let it sink in. This is my 5th summer living in the countryside of Norway, and I'm starting to see a pattern. It's kind of like when you're planning a party, knowing all of your best friends are coming and feeling really excited about it. But when they all arrive, you don't know how to be still and just enjoy it. June often hits me with a similar feeling. I want to experience it fully. I've been longing for it for so long, but it's all happening way too fast. It's kind of like I'm grieving the end of summer even before it has really begun. But then somewhere around the beginning of July, there's this shift that happens. My mother often says that maybe it just takes us northerners a while to really feel the effects of the sun after such a long winter. Maybe it's kind of like how the cherries ripen and turn red and sweet during the last summer months. I all of a sudden feel myself softening, leaning more and more into the warm embrace that is the summer, realizing that it's still here, and that it's gonna be here for quite some time still. I've been taking some time off from YouTube to have more time for other things that I love, like foraging and restocking my shelves for the winter, swimming in the river and spending time with friends and family. Bendik and I decided to spend most of our summer at home this year. The house hunting process is really becoming kind of intense and all-consuming, and we wanted to be here in case anything interesting came out on the market. Dry, it says. You see. Risk.
Depends on
Risk.
the whole bit. Yeah, I think this is a bit wet.
Bendik has also been working a lot on his Cyanotype art because he wants to prepare for the webshop opening on the 26th of August. Cyanotype is a photographic printing technique from the 1800s that uses sunlight to develop images in rich blue tones. And there are a lot of steps to the printing process, from coating the paper in a light-sensitive solution, placing the images on top, exposing it to sunlight, and then rinsing it off in water and drying it and pressing the paper flat. Bendik has spent a lot of time over the years perfecting this art, but it still takes a lot of time to create one artwork, so we both knew at the beginning of this summer that he needed to spend some of it in his studio. In the beginning of the summer, when I was taking a break from YouTube and Bendik was still working, I didn't really know what to use my free time for. It's so rare that I take breaks from making videos that I often feel a little bit lost when I do. I think I'm just a person that needs to be creating things as much as possible, otherwise I don't really feel good. So eventually my creative mind found something else to latch onto. The bright summer nights are already fading a little bit, but they are still the most magical and beautiful thing. And even though I was trying to take a break from making videos, I couldn't help myself but go down to the river a couple of times to capture it. One of my favorite things about being out filming at night is coming back to my house in the morning during the sunrise. I often sleep in a little bit after that because I'm really tired. But then when I wake up, I still have this magical, vibrating feeling from the night in my body. It's kind of like those misty nights hold the essence of the Nordic summer, and if I manage to stay up and actually experience it, I can kind of tap into that essence and that energy and keep it for the time being. I've been making a lot of jewelry, like macrame jewelry this summer, and I've been really loving it. It's kind of been my free time hobby right now, even though I am actually gonna sell them, so maybe technically it's kind of a work thing. But yeah, it's been a while since I last picked up my camera to talk to you guys, so I hope you guys are doing okay and that you have a good summer so far. We have been having a beautiful summer over here. It's been really sunny and then also rainy, so there's been a good balance and not too dry. Lately though, it's been a few really hot days, and it's actually been so hot that Bendik filled up the bathtub that we bought some years ago with like cold water to just cool himself down in the middle of the day. And it works really well. But of course we also go to swim in the river a lot, and I've actually just come back from a 2-day hiking trip in the mountains here, and that was so wonderful. I've had the best time. Bendik did not join me on this hike because he is working on making more cyanotype artworks, and he's kind of working towards the opening of our web shop. But it's also been quite an exciting time in our lives because we're still, you know, looking at these houses, and we are still looking at the house that we talked about in our previous video. We figured out that it's actually a really old one. I think it's from the 1600s. So that is wild stuff. That is really wild. I'm really excited about it still. Kind of worried about a lot of renovation things. I think it's probably gonna be quite a lot of work and it's a little bit overwhelming. And in the meantime, there's been a couple of other places that have popped up recently that have really been beautiful as well. We are currently at one of the places that we are looking at these days. We were told it was okay to go here and just see how we felt about it. So yeah, we just took a little evening trip to see how it feels in the evening. And it's really quiet and nice. So we have had this luxury problem of having to choose if we're gonna wait for this beautiful old historic house or if we're gonna take a leap and buy one of these other ones. And it's not the first time. It's been a couple of places like that before that have caught our attention, but for different reasons we haven't gone for those places. But now we're really starting to feel the pressure because we risk losing both of them, you know, because maybe we might not get it in a bidding war. Maybe, yeah, someone else will get it. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like a bit overwhelmed as well with the whole choice of it. It's a big thing where you're supposed to live. Like it colors everything in your life, you know? I'm a little bit scared of being left with nothing, because in this town, summer is really the time to buy. There isn't that much that comes out for sale during the fall and winter months. Usually that's not like the best time. There are sometimes a couple of places that comes out, but not that many. It's really the summer that is the time. Really crossing my fingers that the next time I make a video for you guys, I have some good news. But now I am gonna finish this necklace. I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, I really thought this would be the summer we bought a house, and I guess it still remains to be seen. But in the meantime, I'm trying to enjoy the summer as much as I can. And I hope you guys are doing that too. Remember that it's not really about doing all the cool things you see people do on Instagram. It's about doing the things that bring you joy. And those can be small things too.
Storm, she's stalling down. Days of rain and wind, mist hanging in the valley. Victim of a circumstance. Try your hand at sand, but no, the banks ain't holding. Old man river rising 3 foot by the hour. Drop your bags and run, you know surrender time has come.
I am really excited to launch Bendik's webshop at the end of August and share his art with those of you that are interested. And I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of the summer. Bye everybody, see you in the next one.